everybody, this is Dane at JONAH Guitars, and it's another one of those here's a finished guitar videos. This guitar happens to be new. It's not one that I finished years ago. This is what I'm calling the Roadie Custom 24, and not because it has 24 frets, because it has 22 frets, but because it's a 24-inch scale length, so it's an inch and a half shorter than your standard Fender scale, 25 and a half. Most Fenders are 25. They do have some that are 24 inches. I found out you could do that by just cutting the first fret off, right? Basically shortening the fretboard by the first fret. So this is where the second fret would have been normally on the nut. That might take some thinking about. Anyway, while I've got it right here at this position, I will show you the headstock. Went back to my early kind of roots here and went with the painted, stencil painted and lacquered in peg head. And in this case, I remember it was lacquered in. Yeah, it was. That's what I ended up doing on this one. I actually tried to do a I've been doing a lot of water slide decals on headstocks lately, and I tried to do that, but I tried to use oil, and it didn't work. It just wiped the thing off. So they are fragile. This is my standard Roadie body design. I didn't change anything body size on that. It just changed how the neck interacts with the body, so the bridge is in a little different location. Did have to make a new pick guard, shorten the pick guard, and I decided to go with a single coil and the humbucker in the bridge. Sounds good. It's got some guts to it. This is a pounder Seymour Duncan in the neck, and then one of my Williams double wides, PAF style. It's a great pickup in the bridge, and decided to go with the, get it back up where you can see it. Decided to go with the double just on switches. So basically, when they're down, the pickup is on. When they're up, it's off. So you can have a kill switch, in essence, just by turning them both up. If you've got one down and you like to do that little, thing, you can do that with that. If you know what I'm talking about, good on you, because I wouldn't have recognized it from that description. Anyway, early on I designed this pick guard with the idea that you can take the pick guard and all the electronics out of the guitar without having to desolder anything. And that was why the pick guard actually is, right in with the jack. The jack socket's right in with the pick guard. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that they make these in different shapes, every manufacturer. So turns out I got my original ones from Stu Mac, and that's what I made this to fit. And after 3 different companies, I got back to Stu Mac, and it's the right one. So I have a lot of extra strap plates here. If I do have a lot of strap bodies though, so I shouldn't have a problem using those. This is a Wengay Fretboard. The light in here, I got every light in the living room on, and I just don't have any light in the front of it. But anyway, there's your Wengay. I opted for the little dots on the bass side down to the 12th fret, and then to the treble side on up for your markers, and just the 2 at the 12th fret here. The standard edge, where you can't see that, top dots, same size dots. It's got Goto tuners, 16-to-1 Gotos, and always fighting getting these things in the camera. And so, yep, nice tuners. Got a 2-way truss rod, just adjustable. I would have done a spoke wheel on the adjuster, except that I couldn't get a short enough rod with a spoke wheel on it, since this is a 24-inch scale. And as far as the internals, it's got Bourne's pots, and I don't even know what brand those little switches are, but this was a hardtail top load bridge. I don't remember what brand it is. I'm pretty sure I got it through StuMac many years ago. I bought a lot of stuff and I just have pieces now. And I thought that I would use that one. I saw it laying there. Good idea. Bone nut back to the other end, kind of going all the way. So the neck is a multi-lamb, mahogany outside, and then maple, and then walnut, and then maple again in the center. And it is the exact same thing you're seeing here on the peg head. This is a, so, alder body. Actually, better seen from the back. Alder body, two-piece, except for the reflection of all my furniture and fireplace on the other wall there. It's a kind of a green with a black fade, of course, around the edges. And this was the color that my grandson wanted. Did I mention that yet? This is the guitar I built for my grandson? I don't know. I might have already said that. But this is the last water base finish. This was Crystal-Lac. I bought a bunch of different Crystal-Lac products and UV Cure products and didn't like any of them. This, I'm going to say, will relic or age rapidly. Doesn't feel like it's the toughest finish going. And not really too worried about it. I mean, it's going to a kid, and the kid's going to be a kid. And it might get a little beat up. And that's okay too. You know, he's all excited about playing guitar, and I'm happy to see this in his hands and see what he ends up doing with it. So that's it. The Roadie Custom 24. This happens to be a green, we'll call it a green burst, although it's more just a fade to black, and I think that's everything. Yeah, we'll get this thing packed up and in its case, and we'll be taking it down there this week. And happy birthday, Avery. You deserve it, kid.